No, the Irish, mate, the kidnapping, it made the national press. That's his story. He needs to tell that story because he's got the footage.
Oh, really?
He showed it me. They pull a body all out of the back of a van and leave it in the street. I think the thing that's happened and what happens with probably most sports is like when they're new, they're exciting, loose. I don't know, it's just finding its way, wasn't it? Not that it was any shitter for it, but then like all these action sports, or whatever you, fuck's sake, fucking Cameron, fuck's sake. Yeah, like all these action sports though, all these extreme sports, whatever you want to call them, like they've gone sort of from the fringes to almost to the mainstream now, and as a result, they're professional, and the athletes are professional. Like, they're fucking hard sports, man. You ain't doing them. You ain't going to be competitive these days unless you're bang on, or Greg Menard. Simple as that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right. But he's someone who's come from the old school and still at the top of the new school, and he's a very special, unique individual. Like, probably Nico, they're the greatest downers of all time. He's like, with very different approaches, but Menard, he must have more natural talent on a bike than anyone you've ever met, don't you think? We always put down the success at World Cup racing, how strong the grassroots scene is here, but maybe it ain't. Or maybe it is, but it ain't about the racing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. I mean, a lot of our top riders from this country, even now, and it was certainly the same when I was riding, like the only thing, I never rode downhill ever in this country, and I never rode downhill abroad unless it was testing giants, unless it was testing or racing, but I never practiced ever, honestly. Ever, I never practiced. It was unheard of. How the fuck was I going to get to the top? Push my bike? Get a quad? They didn't even exist, did they, in the mid-90s? No, I just spent my time on my motorbikes, but it was, it's just now I think a big part of it, they all seem to come, like Bernard and that, when I shot with him last year and he said it's all dirt jumping and that, and actually when I was riding, all I did, not that I'm good at jumps, was dirt jump though. That's all I ever did, BMX track and dirt jumping for fun and skills. I had no interest in racing in the UK ever really, apart from the national champs, which I always wanted to win more than any other race, but I never won, didn't win that many like NPS or BDS, as they're known now, races. I didn't get anywhere near the series ever. I'd turn up if the track was shit, I'd go home. Like, yeah, and I did all the time. Like all the time, or I'd roll out the start hut and just roll at the bottom, like just. Have an argument with the organiser. And have an argument, yeah, because I was so fucking pissed off. I couldn't believe how shit the tracks were, So I only had an interest. I never wanted to pedal. I hate pedaling now, really. I like it more now than I ever did. So I just wanted to go to the World Cups where it was steep and fast and loose, and that was where I did well, really. We have got a lot of good riders. I don't think we've got a lot of good riders, not like the French, that can win a World Cup. That's for sure. But we've got guys, we're well solid in the top 10. And, some of them dudes on their day can get in the top 5, but the consistency ain't there. That's the difference between the French and us. And I don't know why that is, but, the French, they take it pretty seriously. I guess this lot do as well, but yeah. Even then, the French were quite serious, and you wouldn't see them at the races, at the parties a lot.
No, you wouldn't, would you?
No, it's true. Don't remember Gachet being at them. Frank Roman, he liked to drink and a cigarette.
The Aussies would be there, wouldn't they?
Well, I mean, if you're talking about all-time party animals in the history of sport, then top 5 rank, without a doubt, Rennie and Kavarik. Of course, you know what I mean? Proper. They went proper. They were proper. They'd finish drinking the night before and start practice hammered. Practice was an inconvenience in their drinking schedule, wasn't it? The amount of times you fucking see them with no kit on, just riding down, just fucking, yeah, pissed up, yeah. Pretty good though, weren't they? Every night at World Cup was a party for me in the 90s, including the night before the race, which was my favourite really, because then I didn't have to bother about trying to do well the next day. It took all the pressure off. Even Palmer, who is a fucking alcoholic, said to me, "Drink the night after the race, idiot." Because I always did shit on race day, because I'd be in the fucking nightclub till like 3 or 4, troweling the bar. See, Saturday night when all the races were, that was the real opportunity to go out and make a name for yourself. You had no competition, yeah, it's fucking great. Yeah, Saturday night, I got this. Yeah. There's a lot of fucking testosterone floating about in them parties. A lot of young men that are very angry about having a bad result. So it was always going to spoil over. Win Masters apparently is a bit of a cunt for a fight. He attacked a well-known Welsh journalist quite recently, I heard. But he did look a tit when you put it on Dirt TV. Best thing you could have done. Fucking, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the Acca. The Acca's been a bit of a fucking problem over the years. They start lining up. Yeah, that's how I got headbutted that night. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a... I think it's a war thing, isn't it? If they're doing it, well...
Don't go over the line.
If Brooke McDonald's doing it, you don't go over the line, do you? You wouldn't want him fucking hitting you. Leger was good. Leger was good. Didn't go back there for a while, did it? I think, because of the parties.
I think Leger was 151, yeah. That was.
If it was that night, I can't remember what year. Is that when we had the standoff? Because we'd smashed that bowling alley up. And in fact, every piece of furniture in that bowling alley had been bowled. Tables, chairs, anything. We fucked it. It was fucked. Glasses being thrown down the bowling thing. And then we came out, and the police, as I remember, had blocked each end of the road. And I went in a fucking hotel called Le Golf or something and found a vintage decoration of a golf bag with some golf clubs and golf balls. So we started firing them off at the old bill, and like they were, fucking smash it. And it was like a riot. People were fucking telling the police to come on, then you French fuckers and all that. Yeah, it was mental. The one thing that did motivate me to get results was to keep that lifestyle going, because I knew I'd miss partying like that. You know, the parties were incredible. Like with Palmer, Randy Lawrence, Petey, fucking, it was wild. Yeah.